Hi guys, I'm trying this again. I'm gonna try to give you like a rough background of these guys' story because it's kind of involved and I get bummed out at certain points and I don't want to talk anymore. So, um, I'll just do like the vaguest of the vague right now and I can maybe fill in more later. But for now, because I'm all weird and moody, I'm just gonna do the bare bones of it because I don't know. I think watching a different video earlier bummed me out. Shelby, you made me cry. Am, whatever his name is. His story is sad, but it'll be happy. So, just wanted to say, um, I watched your video. Anyway, um, back to the story. Pretty much in the Crow Brothers world here, each species of bird is divided up into a clan, and each clan has a specific duty to perform. Um, the owls are the wisest and the longest lived of the species or the clans, and they are the pretty much the main leader above all. They offer guidance to any who come to them, and they can pass judgment on anyone they see fit. And then within each clan, there are also leaders. So ultimately, like decisions are made by the owls, though, and then the ones that dole out punishment, and that kind of thing. So they'd be like the police force amongst the clans. That would be the raptors, so the hawks and the eagles. Their duty is to dole out, yeah, punishment and stuff. So if you overstep your bounds and you go beyond what your assigned clan or the assigned role of your clan, then they are able to do whatever they see fit to remedy the problem. So once your clan is assigned a duty, you have to perform that action. That is your sole purpose for living. And you are not supposed to deviate from that role. And that's kind of why the younger brother, the White Crow here, is banished from his clan. He takes it upon himself to dole out punishment, and he ends up killing 3 humans to get revenge for somebody who didn't deserve to die, and or didn't wasn't meant to die the way he did. And because of that action, he put his clan at risk, and to preserve themselves, they banish him, and he is then tasked with the harder role, the harder duties of the clan. But the crows, so yeah, so the owls are the guide. They offer guidance. They're the leaders of the whole, pretty much group. I'm kind of like still kind of vague on a few things, so pardon my ums and it's an I'm trying really hard to get through this. So yeah, the owls are the wise ones. They offer guidance, and you go to them if you have a problem. The raptors are the dole out punishment, whatever. The crows are watchers and chroniclers of death. They stay with the body until it is found and laid to rest. So they have a important duty where they can't help a person who's dying, but they are there to be with them as they pass. So there's someone there with them. And the afflicted person will see the crow in their human visage. So someone who's dying will see them in their human form. And they're there. They kind of offer solace as the person passes. And they also remain with the body so that it's found by other humans and properly laid to rest so that the soul can pass on. Otherwise, like, if someone would die in a back alley, nobody would ever find the corpse, and that spirit might wander until it is found. So they have an important role. So yeah, that's their duty. And in some cases, like in the case of the younger brother here, I think his name might be Daniel. I'm not sure yet. I don't know about the older brother, but the younger brother here, he's more emotional, so he tends to leave tokens at grave sites. So like he's got rocks in his hands, so anything that catches his eye, something shiny or whatever, he'll leave it as a token on the grave so that that person isn't forgotten. Because most of the people he deals with, they don't have anybody really, but at least someone will remember them. So yeah. And let's see. So yeah, the younger brother, the White Crow, he's more of an introvert, but he feels more towards his charges than normal. He's a kind soul and tends to do unexpectedly spontaneous things that get him into trouble. So when he overstepped the boundaries of his station and decided to take matters into his own hands and get revenge for somebody, he was ultimately punished. And part of his punishment is, besides the banishment from his clan, he takes on the sadder deaths, so like children and people with no one else. And like people like starving, famine. He oversees famine and disease and stuff like that. His older brother, the Black Crow, this one right here, he's more of an extrovert. He's very confident and true to himself. He does his duty effectively, but he doesn't really care about the people that he oversees. He takes on the more deserving deaths, more deserving death watches, like gang warfare. It's a choice that each side makes to perform a certain action, and their death isn't seen as necessary because it was a choice. And yeah, so like that scenario and like drug overdoses and things that are a choice, it's not a normal natural death but a self-inflicted death. That is what the older brother will oversee, and he's still there for the person so that there is someone with them and then they can pass, but he doesn't feel as much towards them as the younger brother would, because he sees the inevitable deaths, the ones that he cannot do anything about. Even if he could, even if he was allowed to, there's nothing he can do about it. And the older brother feels bad that he and the others of his clan leave the harder task to his brother because he is such a kind soul. And it's not really fair, but to others it is the right choice because it's penance for his own crime. So he kind of brings it on himself. What else is important here? Crows, they don't normally get along with the other bird clans because they're seen as lesser beings. They are shunned because they deal with the darker aspects of life, and most will ignore them or avoid them at all costs because they don't want their taint to rub off on them. But in some cases, they do form friendships with other species or other birds. Like the younger brother has a dove for a friend. I don't know if he considers anybody a friend because he's kind of like not really emo, but he's so used to being alone that he doesn't really form attachments to people and call people friends. He puts up with his brother because he knows he cares, and but he also knows that his brother will side with the clan over him because he himself it's self-preservation. He doesn't want to be disowned as well because he knows what happens because his brother was disowned. So he sees firsthand what will happen if he disobeys the clan. But he's still there for his brother because he cares. So he's kind of the bridge between the clan and his brother. Because his brother still cares about what's happening with everybody. But, yeah, to most he's a forgotten presence. They don't even think about him because once you screw up, you are completely shunned. They don't want to deal with you because you put yourself at risk in the hierarchy of their own society, as well as at risk with humans, because some humans can see them in their human form when they're not on the verge of death. Like, some have a gift and they can see beyond the bird form, which is, it's a very rare occurrence, but it does happen, and they don't want to be found out by humans because that puts everybody at risk. Let's see. What else is important here? So yeah, other tokens that he might leave, like he'll find ribbons off of bouquets that are thrown away, because once the flowers die, nobody keeps the ribbon and stuff. And if there's a balloon floating on the breeze that a child might have lost, he'll take that to a gravestone too. Which is a nice thought. Let's see here. And the Black Crow's kind of an I call him an ass because he cares for his brother, but he shows it in a rough way. Like he loves tormenting his brother. And that's why his brother's more solitary. He'd rather be left alone, but his older brother, the Black Crow, he comes around to check up on him and make sure he's okay and everything. But he's kind of a pain. Like, he does it in a very annoying way. So, yeah. But, I mean, he does love his brother. And the red cloak thing he wears is his brother. The Black Crow gave that to him because his own shroud was given to the victim that he defended, and that was his burial, that person's burial shroud. So yeah, so that he never takes it off. He always wears his brother's cloak, and it's a nice memento. And yeah. So it shows that his brother cares, even though he likes to pick on his younger brother. And he does look out for him, for the most part. But yeah. So that's pretty much their story. Sort of. And I don't want to make this any longer, because then I probably won't be able to upload it. But I'm at 13 minutes. I'm going to go real quick, and hopefully this is good enough. I'll see you next time. Bye.